Hello everybody, this is Banished and welcome to Banished. Now this is a new series that I'm starting up after the conclusion of the Game Dev Tycoon series. And Banished is a very interesting game that I've been keeping an eye on for a while, and it came out a couple of days ago. I've been practicing for a little while in preparation for this challenge because I've heard, and now it's been proven to me, that this is a very difficult game indeed. So I hope you're looking forward to much failure in the course of this series. But yes, Banished. If you've ever played Anno, it's a bit like that. It's sort of a medieval city builder game, but it's very difficult. It's more about survival than expansion, in my opinion. With that in mind, if you look at the achievements, there's an achievement here called Town, to reach a population of 900 citizens. That is the target for this series, so we are going to go for 900 citizens. That is not an easy task by any means. My best is about 200, at which point my entire population pretty much caught a disease and died because I'd forgotten to put down a clinic. So there's that. Without further ado, I'm going to name our town Radishville. I think that seems suitable. And map seeds, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Let's go for this one. We'll have large terrain because we need a lot of room to expand for our 900 population. We'll have the fair climate, disasters, yes, and we'll have medium starting conditions. Now it always takes ages to load this, so I will pause it and I'll be right back when it's finally loaded. Okay, so here we are in the world of Banished. Oh, my scroll wheel is terrible. I've just paused the game just so I can show you what is going on. So I would like to have, first of all, my setup. I like to have the professions tab up here, where you've got different roles. At the moment everybody is a labourer, which is for just chopping stuff and whatnot. I like to have the events log down here so I know when people are dying, or if there's a disaster or something. And then we've got our general city information up here, which is very useful. I'm also going to bring the map up so you can see what we're dealing with here. So we're starting here, it seems, in a... I'm not actually that happy with our starting position, I'll be honest, because normally I like to start right near this large river here because it's good for fishing, which is one of my favourite ways of getting food in this game. It's very efficient. So I guess we'll have to go for something a little bit different, because this little stream here, we're not going to get any fish in there. So that's a shame. But we do have a very, very large lake over here, so I guess we could get some fishermen along here. That'd be quite good. But, where are we? Here we are. So yes, I suppose... this could be a little bit more difficult than I was hoping. We'll need to expand down here and get a forester's hut, and we do have a few mountains to the north for mines, which is nice. So except for that, it could be a bit challenging. So the first thing to do is just to remove all these resources. We don't need these trees and stuff right next to our settlement. So we're just going to clear them, get some resources for our people. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so now all the labourers, which is currently the entire... Let me speed this up a little bit. So now everyone's just going to go out, they're going to start chopping things. Or just digging up stone, chopping trees, grabbing some iron. It's all going to go into this storage pile here. I'm probably going to make another storage pile actually, because that one is already quite full. That's one of the advantages of starting on normal difficulty there. They do give you a nice bit of firewood and stuff, so... And I need to start, while they're doing that, I need to start thinking about where I'm going to put things. Well, I want to try and expand in this direction to get to the river. So what I'm going to do is... I apologise if this starts stuttering a little bit. I have reduced a lot of the settings, but it's a little bit too intensive for my laptop to be recording with, really. One day I'm going to get a new computer and I'll be able to run stuff like this perfectly. What I'm going to do is grab a hunting cabin, because they are pretty good for food. Not quite as good as fishermen, in my opinion, but still pretty effective. I need like a large open area to put it in, really. Let's go here. Yeah, that looks like a good spot. And I'll bring a road up. I need a bridge to cross this river. So this is why I collect all these resources at the beginning, so if I do need a bridge, then I can do that without running out of resources. And I'll bring that road down here. Excellent. Now I need to put a few guys on builder duty, so that stuff actually gets built. And okay, so we've got a forester's hut there. No, not a forester's hut, a hunting cabin. On the topic of that the hunting cabin will get us venison. They'll kill some deer for us. That will also give us leather, which is very useful. I am going to put a little stockpile down here just to store the leather, and I will put a storage barn here so the hunters can quickly and easily just deposit their kills into the storage barn. It should be good. Now I probably also want a forester's hut, a forester's lodge, just to keep things okay over here. They'll plant trees and chop trees, and generally they'll keep the forest quite well maintained, and the deer like the forests, so that's good. I will also put down a herbalist. No, not a herbalist. That's not what I want. I want a gatherer, a gatherer's hut. And the gatherer's hut, they just sort of wander around in the trees picking up mushrooms and stuff, and that's quite it's a good early food source. Let's put down some houses nearby to these places, so people don't have to walk too far to their work. Let's put one house here, put a house here, and I think I'd better put a couple of houses down here, because I'm probably expanding down here, and I'll put a house up here too. Okay, excellent. Let's put a couple more builders in here. And you can see that everyone is doing quite well. They're all doing pretty much what I asked them to. I'm just trying to think. Maybe up here is where I want to... I'm not sure what I want to do over here. I was thinking of having a fisherman over here, but I don't want to stretch out too far. Now, one of the mistakes a lot of people I've seen make on this game is they expand too fast, too quickly, and that's never a good thing to do. Oh, let me just make a new stockpile. If you expand too far, then people just run out of food, and that's obviously not a good thing. So I'm going to try my best not to do that, especially if we're trying to get a 900 population town. There's all sorts of things to look out for here. We've got to make sure that people have enough tools, they have to have clothes, they've got to be just happy, healthy, they've got to have firewood. That's something I need to keep an eye on actually. Later on I need to get a woodcutter. Maybe I should do that now actually. Where's the woodcutters? Here we go. I'll put it here, so it's quite close to the forester's lodge. The forester's lodge will get logs for us, and the woodcutter will collect those logs and turn them into firewood. I'm not convinced that we have enough food. We have one hunting cabin and one gatherer's hut. I'm not sure if that's quite enough, so I am going to make a road in this direction so that we can build a fisherman over here. Food is the most important thing, in my opinion. It's key. Let me just make sure this road's not terrible. There we go. Okay. Let's just get a couple more builders on the roll. So this bridge is almost complete. Yeah, 91%. And yeah, these weather effects, I hope you can still see through the weather effects on YouTube. I know they sort of reduce the quality a little bit on YouTube, but there's no way of reducing the weather effects from what I can tell. So, oh good, we've got a couple of people working on the fisherman's hut here. So I'm going to build a couple of houses. You don't want to build too many houses either, because if you've got a lot of them, then your population starts expanding quite quickly. And more people means more food just gets drained. So you've got to be careful for that. But right now I think we're okay, so I'm going to increase the speed up to 10 times here. The woodcutters, we've got this bridge is done, so now our main food supplies that we've got going on are being constructed. The woodcutters is now ready, so I can put one of our labourers into the woodcutting business. He's going to start chopping logs into firewood, which is very important. I just keep an eye on what buildings are being made. Oh, these more builders. Is anyone working on... 4 people are working on this storage barn, which probably isn't too necessary. Yeah, look, the reserve of food is low, it's just told me, so we need to get this gatherer's hut as soon as possible, just to get some emergency mushrooms, roots, herbs. Actually, not herbs. That's a different building. Okay, right, let's put in some gatherers. We've got 4 of those. Now I can unblock this. Is this being built to the fishing dock? No. You can increase the priority on certain things, but I'm quite happy with what they're doing right now. The hunting cabin is currently being built, which is nice. The forester lodge is being built too. So I need to get some... I'm going to reduce the number of builders slightly and put them into hunters when this cabin gets built. I can't see many deer wandering around this area, but hopefully these ones I've just seen walking around will cross this bridge into this area, because they'll generally quite like the areas with lots of trees, in my experience. Come on, build that hunting cabin. Let's put a couple more builders. They're not working. There we go, 89, 90. Almost there. Okay, right, now let's get 3 hunters in there. Now they're building the storage barn, that's good. So now the gatherers and the hunters can put their produce into the storage barn. We've still got 6 homeless people, which should be solved fairly soon, because we are getting these houses built right now. Yeah, we've got some firewood, that's nice. And the food, we're getting a bit of a food surplus finally. Well, I wouldn't say a surplus, I think we're roughly staying afloat. Although as people get born and grow older, they do take up food, so got to watch out for that. I'm going to lose a couple of builders, put them into foresters. Yeah, we do need that population to be going quite nicely. What's going on down here? These people, there's not much for these guys to do down here, so I'm thinking maybe I should get them at their own job. Now, one thing that you can do is grow crops, and it's important not to become too reliant on these crop fields, because they do take quite a long time to get going. But I will, because we've got 2 houses down here who aren't doing too much, I am going to make a crop field. We've got cabbages on. It's sort of randomly generated what you start with. We've got cabbages, so that's something. And oh, the reserve of food is low. Okay, not a huge problem right now. I am going to reduce the number of builders and put both of them into farmers. So these guys should probably become farmers. Yeah, see 2 farmers in here. Normally in this game they're quite good at sort of readjusting their houses to according to what jobs they want to be close to, I suppose. Yes, here you go, look, there's a lot of deer around here. So here you go, look, there's a bit of venison in there. This is already looking quite nice. But in this game you can never relax. There's always people, there's always problems in my experience. Ah, the hunters dies during childbirth. That's annoying. That's lost as a child, a potential child, and a valuable member of the society. So these people are growing their cabbages down here. We do have some mining potential over here in these hills, I think. Let me just check. We can actually fit a mine in here, should we need one. Can we? Ah, that's really annoying. I don't know if we can quite fit a mine. Yes, we can. We can get 1 mine in here. We might be able to get 1 more if I really looked for one. Maybe up here. Probably. I don't know. Don't worry about that too much right now. Anyway, we've got no more building jobs, so let's put you guys into fishermen. And let's also get a storage barn up here, just to put the fish in. Okay, excellent. When we get a spare labourer, I'll put them into builder so they can build that storage barn. Our town's coming along fairly nicely, if I do say so myself. Apparently some people are working on the storage barn. I suppose that might be the woodcutter who currently has reached the fuel limit. I told them if it goes above 200, don't bother. So he's probably the one working. Actually, I could probably check, hang on. No, he's the fish. Oh, he's the fisherman who's working. Okay. No problem. And we've got a couple of children being born, which is always a good sign. You don't want too many, but it's important to have them, because if your population all dies out, then that's game over. How are we doing for tools? Not too bad. It might be actually worth me considering getting a mine fairly soon. I can't believe I've got all these hills here, but I can barely fit a single mine in here. The reserve of food is low, that's an issue, but not too bad. Wow, I can genuinely only fit 1 mine here. I'm going to plop it down and then just pause the construction, because I don't need it right now. But it's worth considering. Oh, we've got a labourer, let's put you into builder. Firewood is still doing okay, which is good. Logs, on the other hand, is not doing fantastic. I might need to build another forester up here, I think. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Because firewood is one of those things that you don't realise just how badly you need it until it all disappears and then your guys are freezing. So let's do that. Logs. And I'm going to bring this road down here. Excellent. It says the reserve of food is low, but I think we're doing okay. We've got 600 food. if I just click on a random house, yeah, they've got berries, mushrooms, a little bit of venison. I think I'd be okay living there, actually. Oh look, these guys are growing cabbage. There's not much cabbage, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, look at that, they're sort of working hard at that. The storage barn is almost built. Just keeping an eye on things, really. Are we on max speed? Yes, we are. So things are progressing quite well. We're into year 3 now. Year 3. Some of these children will be growing up into labourers soon. You can get them educated, make them students, and that sort of takes them out of the work pool for a little bit, but once they sort of graduate, they're much more efficient at their jobs, so that's something to consider for the future. Ah, firewood's a little bit low. Might have to figure something out there. But I think I am going to build a blacksmith, because we're starting to run out of tools, and when that happens it becomes very difficult to get out of that spiral, because then the blacksmith doesn't have any tools and it takes forever to make new ones. So I'll build the blacksmith. We don't need the mine just yet because we can sort of run on the iron that we've just got stored up here. We're just about staying afloat food-wise. These cabbages are being grown quite nicely. This house here will probably become the blacksmith because he's just living so close. Oh yeah, look, the forest is here. You can see they've just planted loads of trees. I'm actually going to say to harvest the stone here if they can, and the iron. So we don't need those, we just want trees. This forester's lodge is almost ready. We need a population spike to fill up all these roles, I think. That's okay, we've got a healthy supply of children coming in. I'm going to build another house. Actually, yeah, why not? Let's build another house. Because we're not doing too bad for food. I think so long as you've got a food surplus, and you know that you've got more opportunities to get more food, then you should probably go ahead and try to get more get more people. Summer of year 3, they're just harvesting the cabbages, so those are all going into the storage barn. Look at that, we've got 276, 364, we've got lots of cabbage, which is nice. In fact, I'm going to build another house down here and start construction on the mine. I think that's a good idea. The reserve of logs is low. Okay, we've got 0 logs, that's what I was afraid of. With 0 logs means eventually we're going to run out of firewood. So, yes, we just need to keep an eye on that. We need more foresters, really. Maybe the next labourer we've got coming in I'll turn into a forester. Right now firewood seems to be okay though. I think Radishville is coming along quite nicely, if I do say so myself. And you know what? I think I'm going to end the first episode here. Thanks a lot for watching the first episode of Banished. I hope you enjoy it. Question of the day. This series is all about a group of people who have been banished from their society for whatever reason. And I want to know, why have these people been banished? I'd be very interested in hearing your opinions. But until next time, thanks for watching. I hope to see you again in the future.